The Loog Guitar Show, starring Jimmy on bass guitar, Jack as the cool brother, Gabriella on drums, and you on guitar.
Electric guitars can make a whole lot of different sounds, thanks to pedals.
Pedals?
I love riding my bike.
Me too, but I'm talking about another kind of pedal. My friend Josh is a world expert on pedals, and he made this video for us.
Hi Jack, hi monsters, and most of all, hello kids. I'm here to tell you all about guitar pedals. First of all, a guitar pedal is a device that sits on the floor at your feet and you stomp the button and it changes the sound. This is the very first one ever made and it's over 60 years old. But today we have crazy guitar pedals that are almost like small computers that you put at your feet. They're awesome. Before guitar pedals, there were these things called guitar effects, and some of them were huge, but they started the whole idea of taking a guitar, plugging it into an effect device, and changing the sound. A really cool one is spring reverb. People would plug into this, and it would make surfy guitar sounds. Another really cool one is tape delay. This is awesome because inside of it is a giant cassette tape and it records your guitar and plays it back instantly, creating a slap echo, kind of like the sound that happens when you're singing in the shower. There are many types of guitar effects, but the most important ones are in a few categories. Number one is called distortion or overdrive. And what this means is that when you plug your guitar into a distortion or an overdrive, it breaks the signal and it sounds really cool. It's the sound of a broken guitar. It's the sound of rock music. It's heavy and it's really, really fun. In that category, but kinda not, is the effect called fuzz. This is a very crazy, destructive sound. It sounds like bees swarming or glass breaking, and it is very, very popular if you want your guitar to sound really wild and aggressive. Next up is a category called modulation. This category is an effect type that makes the sound move or warble. The very first thing in that category is tremolo. Tremolo is the sound of the guitar being turned off and on at different rates, so slow or fast. And it's very, very cool because it makes your guitar sound like it's moving. Secondly in that category is chorus. Chorus is the sound of multiple versions of your guitar over each other. It sounds really glassy or icy. You might think of it sounding cold. Next in that modulation category are things called phasers and flangers. They make it move, but it's a really thick sound. A flanger sounds like when an airplane passes over your head. You can hear it moving by. It's a really cool sound. And then there's phaser. That's like if you threw the sound of the guitar in a washing machine. It's swishing and swooshing everywhere. The next category would be echo pedals. This is the sound that you hear when you walk up to the edge of a canyon and you yell your name. My name is Josh, so if I walked up and said, "Josh," into the Grand Canyon, I would probably hear it bounce back or echo to me. Josh, Josh, Josh. This happens by the sound of the guitar being copied and repeated back like a recording machine. It's called delay, and it's really, really cool. Then there's the sound of reverb. Reverb is different than delay because delay is that sound of something being exactly repeated. Echo reverb is the sound of a big cathedral or a giant space. It's so many echoes that it all blends together and just sounds like a massive reverb. It's the sound you hear in a tunnel, or maybe if you were in space. Actually, space doesn't have sound, but if space had sound, it would definitely be reverb. Then there's the effect called wah-wah, or as some people say, wah. This is a device that rocks back and forth, and it has the sounds of vowels in the way that we speak. So it goes wah-wah. Next up is a category that's called pitch shifting. This is the sound that happens when you take the sound of the guitar, replicate it, but throw those replications or copies of the sound up a pitch or down a pitch. You can make your guitar sound really low or really, really high. Now that you know what guitar pedals, guitar effects are and what they do, it's important to understand what they've done in the past historically. The guitar is really cool, but it only does the one sound when you plug it directly into the amplifier. Guitar effects are like different colors that you use. If a guitarist is painting a painting, the guitar effects are the different colors. And historically, this has changed the world. Really famous musicians have wrote music using these sounds that made us all feel a certain way, and that's really, really important, and you can do the same thing.